guys, my name is Natalie and welcome to UpYourVlog. So today I thought that I would do an updated everyday makeup routine. So I've not done one of these in a good while, so I'm going to show you from start to finish what sort of everyday makeup I do for going to work, and yeah, just hope you enjoy it. So the first thing that I want to do is apply my foundation. So I use my pretty pink blending sponge to put on this foundation. I wash this before every makeup application that I do, just because I use this both for my foundation, my concealer and for my bronzer, especially when I'm contouring. So yeah, make sure you wash them. So I'm using my Dream Matte Mousse in the colour Ivory for my foundation. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see me applying it. So I just dab the sponge into the foundation and just start to blend it in. I don't want to just add loads of foundation, I sort of want to build it up so that it looks quite natural. I really love this matte mousse. I've featured it in my April favourites recently. And it's just a great lightweight foundation. Doesn't really feel like you're putting any foundation on. It's beautiful. I think it was like my first foundation that I actually used. Okay, so that is my foundation added. Obviously it's a very light foundation, more or less to match my skin tone. I'm now going to start building up my concealer. I'm using the Matte Revolution concealer, and that is in the shade Light Medium. And I just want to apply this under the eyes, like so. On the top of the eyes, just under the eyebrows. A little bit in the middle of my eyebrows, along the nose, just around the nose where I tend to get a lot of redness, and then on the chin. And then it's on any of the bits that have spots or blemishes on there, but I think we're pretty clean at the moment. And then I just want to blend this in with my sponge. Now the reason why I've sort of added a little bit of concealer to the top is that it just kind of takes away any of the redness above my eyes, but it also is quite a good base for my eyeshadow. It makes it kind of stick more. And I've applied the concealer just to the top of my nose and the bridge rather than around here as well, because it kind of gives the illusion of a slimmer nose in the corners of the eyes as well, on the forehead, finally on the chin. And that's all the concealing done. And next is the eyebrows. Now I don't really put a lot of eyebrow powder on because I don't think my eyebrows really need it, but it's more for sort of the edges of my eyebrows, just because that's where the thickness sort of tends to end. So I'm using the Freedom Professional Makeup, and this is in dark brown, and it's a duo brow powder. I've not really used the lighter brown. I think it's meant to be a sort of highlighter, but my skin's too fair for the light brown, so I've been using just the dark brown. And I just want to apply this to the outside of my eyebrows in very light strokes, not using too much of the powder. And then I just want to use a little bit at the very start of my eyebrows, and just slightly under my eyebrows as well, to give it more shape. So it's a very subtle difference. There's not much difference between the natural eyebrow and what I've just added, but it just gives it a bit more of a fuller sort of finish to them. The next thing that I want to do is my eyeshadow. Now I'm just adding a little bit more concealer onto the eyelids, again just to get rid of any sort of redness and also act as a good base for my eyeshadow. Now I tend to go for quite natural eye. Normally it's sort of like a light pink or a light brown. And with that said, I'm using the Revolution Makeup eyeshadow palette. I'm going to start off with my base shadow brush from Real Techniques with the cream and this sort of slightly pinker one. And I'm just mixing this together. Just dabbing a little bit off my brush and then just applying it to the bottom of my eyelid. Bottom. And then using the sort of yellowy creamy one just to hit the top corners of my eyebrow, just to sort of highlight it. And then again, just doing the side. I really love this eyeshadow palette just because it's very well pigmented, so it does compete well with a a lot of the bigger, more expensive brands out there. So that's the sort of base shadow that I've got on. I'm going to go in with a browner one here, mixed in with a little bit of this. Just on the crease of my eyelid, like so. And then finally I'm just going to go in with this sort of goldy colour, just to add a bit of shimmer. Again, it's a very subtle combination of shades that I'm using. And then I want to add a little bit of mascara. I'm using the No Clumps mascara from Collection, and I'm just adding a little bit on the upper eyelash and a tiny bit on the lower. Mascara is one of those makeup products that I can't like leave the flat without, especially when I put on my makeup. And then I want to give my cheeks a little bit of a pop, so I'm using the No. 7 pink blush stick, and I'm just applying this in circular motions, just the top of my cheekbones, and then I just want to blend that in with my blusher brush from Real Techniques, like so. And then I tend to go for a Rimmel lipstick. I've got many shades, and normally it's either a pinky or a nude colour. So I'm gonna go with my newest one that I've got, and this is in the shade Sugar Plum. It's a very shimmery pink, and it adds a little bit of colour to my natural makeup that I've got going on. Okay, and that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed my everyday makeup video. Please give this video a like, please subscribe to my channel below, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!